Hello everyone, welcome again. I made this video just to talk about this new Uprising mode in World of Tanks BLITZ, and I just want to hear your option, your point of view, or about how do you think about this mode. And so far, looking on internet, on the forums, I can see that lots of people are quite happy to play this one, even more happy to play this than the regular battles so far. And I think that would be quite nice to have this mode for longer than just 2 weeks. Then since we have that Haoween event, and that could be something like that we have mad games from time to time, and other modes. Maybe not for constantly available, because that will be too boring. At some point you're gonna get bored. But you know, if we get back from time to time, like mentioned mad games, that'd be quite interesting. And even without those special features, those special abilities, that would be quite nice. Maybe they can leave only like a temporary speed up, or a quicker reload, or increased damage per shot. It still would be interesting, I think. So in here, in my opinion, that game mode is a bit more intense than the regular battles, because you have an option to move around the map much quicker, and then have a tactical look on the mini map and see where is the battle, when's the fierce battle going on, and then move quickly to that situation. Also, if you have 3 lives, even if you pick up at the beginning, you can pick up the wrong side of the map and die quickly, you're not completely excluded of the game. Of course, you're losing 1 life, but you still got 3 lives more. I mean 2 lives more to play, and still can have an impact on the battlefield. And also those new abilities, they're quite interesting. Some of them, of course, they are quite interesting because they are related to the Haoween. But there is few that could stay longer, you know, in a regular fights, like, you know, not those fantastic ones. Just like I said, the speed up, or a quicker reload, or like increased damage, for example. And of course, the regular battles that could be sometimes intense. It depends on the kind of a tank you're playing. But here you get much more fun, you get much more involved in the battles, because there's a constant action going on all the time, and that's what we're talking about. You know, that's why we're playing for, to have fun in the game. So I'm just wondering, what do you think about this? Shall we keep it for longer, or I don't know, do you like it or not? What is your thoughts about that new battle mode? Also, I would like to talk about the other side of this event, those glyphs. The Hunter's Moon event, that's how is it called, where we are collecting glyphs to fulfill the certain levels of the event. And then, if you want to make that event without paying any cash or gold, so you have to be aware you have no chance to get the Lycan. Of course, because at the beginning, on the first level, you have five of those glyph boosters, which gives you 500 glyphs each. And then for that, you're gonna have 2,500 of glyphs, which means you're gonna fulfill 2.5 level. So the level 1 is already fulfilled. Then 2,500 then give you an additional 2 levels, which means you are on level 3 already. And then the daily missions from 1 day, you know, all missions gives you around 950, 10,000 of glyphs, which means the 500 from the previous one, and the from the last glyph, and 1,000 glyphs from the daily missions, all together makes you, like in my situation, 4,880 glyphs. So I managed to get to tier 4 on the first day, but then all the next day you have to count only 1,000 glyphs per day, which means the whole event is for 2 weeks, 14 days. So if you multiply about 950 glyphs for 14 days. That gives you about level 14, maybe 13, plus those 3 levels from those glyph boosters, which means 18, maybe 17. Plus on tier 10 you have 2 additional glyph boosters, so it's gonna be 1 level up. So you may get maybe to level 18, maybe 19. So the maximum you can get for free is the Shtuk Nightmare, and additional one of the containers, one of the 3 containers to which may contain Helsing inside, and that's it. So if you want to get Lycan, which is on level 45, you have to buy the Folio Cipher, which costs about £10. That gives you 30 level already, plus you have to make 15 levels to get to the Lycan, which means for 2 weeks, every single day without any breaks, you have to fulfill all 10 missions plus those 2 additionals, because when you buy the Folio Cipher you have 2 additional missions worth 200 glyphs each, which means 400 glyphs extra every day. So you may skip, in this case maybe you can skip only one step, only 1 day, but then for 13 days you have to play every single day, fulfill all the missions, which could be quite difficult, as you can see, because sometimes those missions are really hard and you need some time to fulfill them. So basically, if you don't want to spend the money, you're like bounded to the game and you have to play for 2 weeks non-stop. Of course, if you decide to pay, it's the same. If you want Lycan, you still have to play for those 2 weeks to fulfill the missions. And then if you decide to pay double, like £20, so you may have two Folio Ciphers, which gives you level 60 already. So level 60 is the last point when you get the Night Armor camouflage for Lycan, and of course you got whole event fulfilled. And so far what I saw is much easier when you play that Uprising event. It's much easier to fulfill all those, even the most difficult missions, like the tons of damage, because in that mode you quite easily manage to get 3, 4, 5. It depends of a tier, even 10,000 of damage in one battle. So, and a couple of kills. So it's much easier to fulfill them. All right, that's my opinion, and I just want to hear from you guys. What do you think about that? If you have any other opinion, you can share it with me in the comments below this material. I'm happy to have a discussion with you. And also tell me if you decide to not to pay, to go forward without paying. At the end of the event, I would like to hear what did you get from those free crates, if you are lucky enough to get those premium tanks. And that's it. Right, so that'll be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck and have fun in that event. And I hope if there's a chance to, if there are many players send a message to Wargaming, send a message to the game support, they may decide to keep this event, to keep this mode, the Uprising mode, in the game for longer, or maybe just bring it back from time to time, like a Mad Games I mentioned before. Right, thank you very much, and see you next time. Take care.